Hey, people, get ready for a good show this afternoon. We're ready here. Man, there's some stuff going on here. Oh my God, people. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. We done had the Supreme Court justice and come out and put a hand up and say, wait a minute, brother. You can't, you got this, you got to hold up. It's too much. Go ahead, Ted.
Well, I got a number of things, and both of them are kind of I got about two or three things, but I want to talk about this first. TSA
Mm-hmm.
and Transportation Security Administration. These are the people that when you going through the lines, they check everything and do all that. However, rumblings is they're gonna make it private.
Whoa.
That's the
All right,
rumblings.
people.
I don't know how true that is.
All right, get ready for the
However,
show. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show.
Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right. All right. Mr. Harvick said he got some stuff to talk about. The Transportation Safety Administration. Man, those guys. Ted, I don't know if privatizing the TSA, man, it's gonna be something that people and stuff want to be able to see here. Cause oh man, that's a whole new dynamic and stuff there if it's gonna be private. So anyway, go ahead, Harvey. You got it. I want to hear about what you got to say about it because I hadn't heard about that yet. Go ahead.
Well, this is what they claim they're getting ready to do this year. They're focused on enhancing the airport security through various measures. Those measures are automated screening lanes. TSA is deploying automated screening lanes to improve efficiency and reduce wait times for travelers. Digital ID, facial recognition. There we go, Peloton or Pelifair or whatever you pronounce it. Facial ID, new CT scanners, TSA pre-check, and enhanced screening measures. And then they say passenger assistance is going to be more reliable for disabled travelers and people with medical conditions.
You must haven't traveled on the plane in a long time.
Yeah, I've traveled.
They about 3/4 of that stuff that you just talked about, they've already enacted that stuff already.
Facial recognition.
Yep, it's already been enacted. They're doing it right
Digital
now.
ID.
They already doing it right now. That new thing where they search you and everything, where they scan your body and everything. Man, that thing is inactive right now. I walked through it about the last time I got on the plane. It is something else. And they also got this new thing where you used to come through there and you would have to take your laptop out of your bag and your iPhone and stuff, or your phone out of your bag and all this stuff. You don't do that anymore. You just leave it right in your bag and you ain't got to take it out.
Yeah, I know that. I
Yeah,
experienced that
they
the
run
last
that
time I
stuff. They run that stuff
flew.
right through.
But I know
They
they
don't.
was doing facial recognition.
Yep, they are. They did it the last time I went through there. They hit me with that thing. They said, "All right, stand still, Mr. Bishop." I said, "Okay." I said, "Oop," and that was it. That thing popped right up. The man gave me my driver's license back and said, "You cool?" I said, "Okay." Walked me right on through. So it's a little bit faster and stuff now with that new technology they got. But they only got this new stuff in these international airports like Atlanta, O'Hare, Midway, LA, some of the big airports. The smaller ones don't have it yet, but the big ones do. They've already started it. They even scanning your luggage and stuff now and everything as it comes through. Your main when you check your luggage in to go on a plane, they're scanning that stuff now too.
Well, like I
But
said,
and with that high tech scanning system and stuff, there's less amount of having people to stop and search them and everything and go through the scanner and all that. Very few people and stuff that they have to stop and do the hand scanning thing with. You're just walking right on through. Bam! It does I guess it does an excellent job because they walking them through. Usually and stuff, it take us 2 or 3 hours to get through a line there in Atlanta, but man, you can get through in half an hour. Even if the line is out the door, they running them folks through there quick. So some of that stuff and everything that's already enacted, but I'm pretty sure that some of these other smaller airports are going to be getting that new stuff too because it's doing a hell of a job. And the TSA pre-pass and stuff and everything. My wife and stuff were trying to get that done about a year or so ago, but she stopped because it's a long process you got to go through to get it. I don't know if it's even faster than what they got now.
yeah, I've seen some people do that.
Right. They
Here's the thing, though. When
they
you're
already
talking
pre.
about when you're talking about privatizing,
That's the new thing. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, right now that's the rumblings. This is what they're thinking about doing that. But let me change the subject. Today, big news in the financial market. Big news. Now, you'll be interested in this because you up on this IT stuff. You ever heard of Wiz? WIZ?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, they just been bought by Google. They have a market $350 million, 2025. They just received from Google $32 billion.
Isn't that part of Israel's security service and stuff?
There you go. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
what I
read.
got
Yeah,
here.
I don't know if they bought them yet, but they said that they were getting ready to do it. I read that this
32
morning.
billion is what the offer is.
Yeah, I heard that they were trying to buy them
And
and
it's
stuff.
on its own, it's own. It was started in New York, but they do most of their engineering in Israel.
Right.
Israel.
That's why I thought so. Because I read about that already. That they were. I just glanced over the top of it and everything because these big companies like Google and Microsoft and Apple they buy up the competition, so they don't have any competition out there. So I just thought that they were getting ready to buy up some more competition.
What they are is a cybersecurity software for the cloud computing. The thing is what I looked at when I looked at the owners. They're all Jewish people, and the investors. Now, there's a company that owns 52% of it. And then there's another company that owns 47%. Now, I haven't did the research on those two companies, but Advent Venture Partners, Cyber Starts, Howard Schultz, Index Ventures, all of these people have invested in this company, including Salesforce Ventures, and quite a few more. I got about 10 of them here. But the thing that I find very interesting, they claim they handle 40% of the top 100 companies, which is big, it's huge. 40% of the top 100 companies. Now, the thing is that these people got in on the ground floor of this thing, and how big they're going to be and what their market share is going to be, who knows? But you got the major corporations, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. So we'll see, and I'm gonna keep my eye on it, because if they blow up and you get other Fortune 500s, then that's it. But the thing is, that's gonna be all our data going up into the air, going into the cloud.
Well, hey.
We don't know what these people doing, bro.
Hey, well, I can't say a whole lot about the cloud, Ted, because I spent a lot of time in that baby. A lot of time, and I spent a lot of money accessing the cloud. A lot of money every month. And I'm looking through my my stuff here and everything to try to find out about this hacking company and stuff and everything that they brought out, saying that they I can't find any stuff right now, but I had it earlier where this hacking firm and stuff that's out of North Korea have already, they said, hacked into something like 350 different institutions, financial institutions, and other companies and stuff and everything. And they have a racket going on now, and they are exploiting these folks. They're holding them hostage, and they can't do nothing about it. And the ironic part about it is that the FBI and our judicial system and stuff is out there fighting their own people instead of getting these folks and stuff who are getting ready to exploit our country and taking money and stuff out of our financial institutions. And they concentrating their efforts and stuff on messing with Trump's enemies. This is a horrible shame, man. We going through this. I really is. I thought it was kind of a ironic thing that this was going on, that people were telling us about it outside the country, would tell us about what they're doing on the inside of our country. And so, who are you going to go to for your law and order? I don't know, because it's been gone out the window. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it out that they're pulling ransoms and stuff, man, on a whole lot of folks now.
I know they've been doing that for years, but now it's more intensified.
They are unchecked right now. They are unchecked, and they can't do anything to stop them. And
got one more.
Yeah, and these companies who are paying these ransoms and stuff, they can't do anything about it. They just pay it and keep going. Cost of doing business right now.
Got one more.
Go ahead.
War. What is it good for? Just wanted to let the people know, after the Vietnam War, 1975, the Gulf War happened in 1990 to 91, Somali Civil War, 1992 to 95, involvement in the United Nations operations in Somalia, Yugoslav War, 1992 to 2001, war in Afghanistan, 2001 to 2021, Iraq War, 2003 to 2011, War on Terror, Global Military Campaign Against Terrorist Organizations, 2001 to present, Libyan Civil War, 2011, Military Intervention Against ISIS, 2014 to present, Yemen Civil War, 2015 to present. That's what we're doing now. So actually we are in 1, 2, 3 wars right now. Cause we talked about it yesterday about the blow up on Yemen. So, but you don't hear nothing about it. Not in the news.
Not supposed to. We're not supposed to. Oh man, I'm just flabbergasted that there is all this stuff going on about this federal judge who told Trump that he couldn't enact this old law from 1798, and he said he was going to do it anyway, and he didn't, and he's going to impeach a couple of these federal judges because he don't like their rulings. Well, Chief Justice John Roberts came out and spoke and said, "Hold it, brother. You've gone a little bit too far. You can't do that. You can't do this. Don't bring it to us. You can't do this because it's not going to fly." So, in essence and stuff, he's telling Trump, he's to stop now for him. I don't know how that's going to work out or what's going to happen, but he has spoken. So we're going to see what the heck happens from now on. You can't just not disagree or say I'm not going to go by your ruling because I don't like how you rule, and just avoid it. And I'm not going to do that. I don't care if you're the president of the United States or not. You can't do that. And I think Chief Justice Roberts and stuff realizes at this point and stuff that he done turned loose the enemy and stuff on our country, and he's gone unchecked. But if they allow him to get away with this crap that he did with this federal judge, John Roberts and stuff now realizes and stuff and everything that his gavel and his black robe as a Supreme Court is gone out the window. And it'll be no longer a judicial system. So it looks like somebody on the judicial side has decided that they want to put a stop, but I don't know what's going on the legislative side. These congressmen and senators, and they're just sitting back and just allowing this old boy to do whatever the hell he wants to do. So we shall see what's going on. We shall see. My girl Jasmine, She's wrecking havoc out there, brother. Oh, she is running abated and unafraid. The Democrats, man, they are in trouble, Ted. We are in trouble. I don't know what's going on. We are in big trouble.
No, we're not.
I'm gonna be an independent from now on. I'm not gonna disassociate. I'm gonna be a Bernie Sanders. I'm independent.
Oh, of he of little faith.
Yeah, I'm a little faith.
You'll have no faith in Hakeem, huh?
I ain't got no faith in him. He does have his spine is not made of jelly like the other boy is, but I don't know. Akeem. I don't know if he. This is going to be Ted. I'm gonna tell you, this is going to be a trial for him. Can he get through this? This is it is going to be a trial for him. Can he get through this? Can he rally his folks around and keep them together? I don't know. Because he got some, oh man, he got some, them women is, woo. He can't corral them no more. It's all over. I remember when AOC and some of the other, now Jasmine hadn't made it to the house yet. When AOC first came in, Nancy was the speaker, and then she became and she was then a minority leader. And I remember when those women and stuff came in, the lady from the bald head lady now from Massachusetts was in there. He had Elon from Minnesota, but was in there. And I watched Nancy handle those girls and stuff with kid gloves. And she did some things and stuff with them that kind of took the air out of their sails. And she did something, man, that was really really a novel idea. She grabbed those girls by the arm, just like Mama, and she said, "We're going on a girls' trip," and she took them over to Europe. Nobody knew what the heck had happened with them when they went over there. They never said anything about what happened. But when they came back, she had corralled them. I don't know if Hakeem is capable of doing that.
Well, you got Walsh out there.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders out there.
Yep.
So
you got more out there.
They're in the field.
You got more out there. You got the governor of Illinois out there, Pritzker, and you got Newsom out there. But they talking about
the
Newsom.
Guy from Pennsylvania?
He is not out there as tough as the other ones are. He's out there, but he's not as out there as tough as the other ones are. He's got his hands full and stuff in Pennsylvania, inside the state of Pennsylvania. He's trying to figure out how to deal with Fetterman. He hasn't moved himself out there, but he's taking care of a lot of things and stuff. He did something in the state of Pennsylvania and stuff that the other governors and stuff and everything are looking at and everything, how he handled that. It was it was some money and stuff that the feds and stuff would not give to the state of Pennsylvania. And he went to court and got a positive ruling and stuff. And the federal government had to give him that money, something like $300 and some million, something like that. And he won that case. So the people in the state of Pennsylvania were very happy about that. But there are going to be some folks out there, man. And I hear Klobuchar, no, not Klobuchar, but Smith, the other lady who was the senator there in Minnesota. I hear Walsh and stuff is throwing his hat in to the ring because she said she's not going to run again this next term. She's going to get out.
Who?
Smith. Her name is her last name is Smith. She's a senator from Minnesota. She just, I think that she's on. I think this is her first term, but she says she's not going to run this next term. And Walsh is talking about putting his hat in the ring and stuff for that job as the U.S. senator.
I thought Walsh was talking about president.
No, I don't think he got that yet. There's too much competition out there. he's trying to get something that he knows he can deal with right there in his state. Right there in his state. And they're trying to bring the old Democrat uh, who lost to Vance, Scott. I think his name is Scott. He's from Ohio. Brown. I'm sorry, his name is Scott Brown. He's trying to. They're trying to bring him back so he can run for the Senate job and stuff there in Ohio, since he does a pretty good job and stuff in getting those conservative Ohioans and stuff to vote for him. They're they can't find any real tough candidate and stuff in Ohio to run against the folks and stuff who are out there now running. So they're trying to get him to come back and run, so they maybe can pick up that seat there in Ohio. But the chairperson for the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee is Gillibrand, and Gillibrand followed my boy to that yes vote. So there might be some folks out there and stuff who probably want to try to get her out of that position and stuff as the chairman of that committee, because they're not looking at her as hard as they looking at Schumer, but she did vote with him and stuff in that, and she is the chair of the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee for this election cycle. So she may not have a lot of weight there that she can carry. Politics, Ted, we all know it's strange stuff. So anyway, what else you got? Anything else?
Well, the thing that might surprise you, maybe it won't. The short sellers got a tune, enriched themselves on Tesla, $16 billion. They celebrate.
Yeah.
And these big time mortgage people, they keep on feeding it. It's down now. It went back up to 247. Now it's down in the 20s. They don't know what to do. They're trying to stop this bloodbath.
I don't know if they can do it or not, Ted. I really don't know if they can do it. There's a big backlash out there about that. That's something real big.
They're doing their best trying to stop it, bro, but
They can't. I don't know how they're going to do it, man. I don't see no way out of stopping it. I do not see a way out of stopping it. When you throw a little small snowball down a big mountain, as it goes down that mountain, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think that snowball now has gotten so big that if whoever stands in front is going to get run over.
Well, I'm gonna give you another one. Elon Musk just scraped up $150 million to buy more shares in SpaceX. And you know what's happening to SpaceX right now?
Right. They went up there and rescued those astronauts who had been up there, supposed to have been up there
Correct.
for a week, and
So,
they've been up there for 9 months. So
so
he finally got them.
they got to bring them home first. No, they ain't home yet.
Well,
But
they
here's
supposed to
the
be
thing.
home tomorrow morning. I think they landing in the ocean in Florida, right for Florida tomorrow morning. They said.
So here's the thing. He scrapped up 150 million. He had already got a hold of somebody to give him 6 billion to put in SpaceX. So he owns 42%, like I said yesterday. 42%. And he constantly wants to build that SpaceX. And if these people come down safely, and I pray they do, he might get a few billions of dollars invested into that company. And he owns 42% of it. Because let me tell you, Fox News, boy, they praising him. He's a genius. Joe Biden left him up there all those months. And here comes Elon Musk going up there and get him.
Yeah, well,
Well, he probably had a contract.
Elon was the one that was supposed to go up there in the first place together when Biden was the president.
Thank you.
Elon
He
was
didn't want
supposed
to
to be
do
getting
it.
it.
He wanted what's the name to get the credit.
Oh, you meant Jeff Bezos and Blue Sky? I think that's Jeff
I'm
Bezos.
talking about he wanted 47 to get the credit. He didn't want to do it when Biden was in office.
Well, then you can't blame Biden and stuff because he didn't go up there and get him. If Elon,
Well, that's what they're doing, bro.
Right. But they always do. They're trying to spin stuff, and people in the know would know better than that.
But people ain't in the know. They're watching Fox.
Well, I think a whole lot of folks out there tell you worry about a heck of a lot more than going up there and getting them astronauts right now. There's so much crap going on, and with this tariff crap that this man has started and stuff, he done got some people pissed off, man, in that business world out there. I mean, pissed off. And then with all this other stuff going on around this country and stuff and everything, I don't believe they even worried about them people coming out of that sky. They worried about how they're going to make a living. Huh?
Wholesale egg prices are going down. Gasoline is going down. They all in cahoots to get this tax cut, bro.
Well, it's going to be very, very, very difficult here for them to get that stuff down here. I'm telling y'all, from the tea leaves that I've been reading, they in trouble.
And what they're saying about education is ridiculous. He don't even know that most of their education is paid by property taxes.
Right. I do.
He obviously don't. Because what those people do in education, they help these people that have these malfunctions in their bodies.
Yeah. Well, I when I see my tax bill every year, I see my tax bill, and I look at who getting that money. The bulk of it's going to the school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we have since we became 65. They don't take no longer do we have to pay into their school tax. They took us off because they figure if you're 65, you don't have any children in the school system that they give you a break. So we don't have to pay that school stuff now and everything. But before we did, it was a big
That's mighty right
chunk.
of them.
Big chunk.
But here's the deal, though. Here, now I know why Knucklehead, Florida, said that why should we pay property tax? We should eliminate property tax altogether. Well, also, don't a certain portion of that go to trash? Certain portion of that goes somewhere else. It goes to about 3 or 4 different places. So if you get rid of property tax, or maybe you just get a bill, saying this is your whatever bill, and this is for this is for that. But it won't be property tax.
Mm.
And because, they're getting rid of education anyway. So maybe that's his plan, because he knows that you got people paying, and I said this yesterday, $12,000 a year or more for property tax. And let me tell you, Florida makes a lot of money on property tax. A lot of money. They get a lot of money.
Well, luckily you don't have to worry about doing that because you're a renter. Luckily you don't have to worry about that because you are a renter.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But, the point is, I'm not concerned about myself. I'm talking about in generality. The fact is that people can't afford these homes.
Hmm.
And that's what's going on right now. And they're trying to alleviate some of these expenses for these people because insurance is so high, property tax is so high, and upkeep. So that's the thing. And like I said, there's a lot of houses available for those people that want to do that. A lot of houses, but then the thing is, bro, you don't know when we had a little tornado coming through here. Not as bad as what they're having over there in Tennessee and some of these other places.
Mm-hmm.
And then we haven't even hit hurricane season yet.
Nope. Nowhere near it.
So we don't know what's going to
even.
happen because last year, we had a couple of them. So we'll see.
Well, like I was saying yesterday and stuff, we have to see what the Lord bringing. He's taking care of some people. He's bringing some hurt on.
Well, somebody told me, said that every time they bomb people up, there's always a hurricane or a tornado or something. They blew those people up over there in Yemen.
And you see that Israel already done bombed Gaza again. I don't know why they keep messing with them Palestinians, man. Them people, you don't want them for folks out. You done damn near kill everybody over there.
Well, they keep telling them to get out. They came back.
That's their home. That's their home.
Back.
That's their home.
A lot of them left, and now they're coming back.
That's their home.
They want them out of there.
But that's their home.
I said they want them out of there.
But that's those
it might
folks'
be their
homes.
home, but they want them out of there.
That's them folks' homes, and it looks like
they ain't got no homes. All that stuff blowed up, bro. What homes they got?
I guess they're planning on dying there. They might well bury us right here. They're gonna die there. They have made this.
There's nothing there for them.
but they have
There's
made the
nothing there for
decision
them.
to die there.
You think
Complete
it's
genocide.
that serious?
Complete genocide. They made the decision to bury us right here on this ground. Bury us. We're gonna die here.
Damn.
It looks like that's what they're saying because anybody else would have left.
I would have been out there in a hot minute.
Anybody else would have been gone. But they coming back, so they look like
That
they
don't
said,
make no sense, bro. For what?
hey,
You know, I'm gonna say this. Now I see why. Because land is valuable,
it is.
and there has been a big uh, kerfuffle over the land about the United States. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the early years, taking over this, taking over that, who's has this and all that, and then we got the states. But now you have these big time millionaires and billionaires buying up all the land.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know who owns what. And you go over there and you try to buy some land, they ain't gonna sell it to you because they might have a project 10 years from now that's going on that portion of the land. Or they might have something going on 5 years from now, building apartment complexes or development.
Mm-hmm.
These people own all the land, and then they want to charge you $300,000 for a plot of land to build a house.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And the crazy part about it, the United States allow them to do it.
Absolutely.
When you need housing,
Toll roads, toll bridges,
there you go.
and they own them.
Yeah.
They done bought them roads. You're gonna travel on them, you're gonna pay.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes people mad and angry. And I know why people. How can you go up into a nonprofit organization that has nothing to do with the government and close it down?
Because your name is DT,
What's DT?
Donald Trump.
These people, did you see Rachel last night?
Well, I heard what they trying to do to Kojic, Church of God in Christ. Did you
I
hear
ain't hear
that?
about that.
You hear about that? Oh man, Kojic, Church of God in Christ, out of I think they came back to the headquarters back in Memphis now. Used to be. They moved it to St. Louis, and St. Louis didn't do anything with it, so they came back to Memphis. And anyway, the presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ had backed Kamala for president. And after Trump won and stuff and everything, he sicked his Department of Justice on them, and they told them that they were going to take their 501c3.
Damn.
Yeah,
And these Democrats allow this stuff to happen.
right. They told them that they are taking their 501c3. He has no business. The presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ had no business endorsing that woman. So
So now
now
they got to spend money,
so now
millions of,
they're taking their 501c3. Told them
and
that
now they gotta fight and go to court.
they got to fight. They got to go to court if they want to keep their 501c3 status. And they've had that thing for decades, the whole organization. But because the presiding bishop got up there in front of his audience and said to the people down there that he endorses Kamala Harris. So now they are coming after the Kojic. quietly. Nobody's writing about it. Nobody's saying anything about it. But there's the Kojic is a huge, huge, huge religious organization. A lot of black people.
That's what they're doing. They're coming after black people,
Mm-hmm.
coming after the post office, coming after the TSA. 30% of the people that work in TSA is black people in these
Federal
major
government.
airports.
Federal government. Yes, sir.
That's what they're
And
doing,
no,
bro.
and nobody's saying a word about it. And now the presiding bishop hasn't said too much about it, so now they're trying to backtrack a little bit and coming up and saying, well, we're going to say a prayer for our president of the United States, Donald Trump. But he sat there enforcing these people and stuff and everything to hold allegiance and stuff to him, which is horrible. You don't hold allegiance to him and stuff, he's coming at you. And that's the thing that they've got. They're holding over people's head. You
Well,
don't
here's the
follow
thing,
him.
though, Ed. Here's the thing. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Some guy threatened Trump on the internet, talking about he was going to pew, pew, pew him. They caught him, put him in jail, $500,000 bond. That's where we at now, bro. That's where we at.
Well, okay. Today there's a call coming in to the White House
Oh, yes.
from Moscow to discuss
It's over.
the Ukraine war and the ceasefire. Well, we're not getting all the news here, Ted, in this country about what's going on over there in Ukraine and Russia.
No, we're not.
Sunday, while the ceasefire was still being talked about, Ukraine went over there into Russia and bombed them some guns inside their country.
Ooh.
You just said almost 700 of these little airplanes over there into their country and bombed the crap out of them. And one of the things that they knocked out was the major oil line coming into Europe.
Hello.
Putin's pissed. He's pissed. They're not saying anything about it. Russia ain't opening their mouth. They ain't saying a word about it.
Didn't he send some bombs recently over in Kyiv?
Didn't he say what?
He sent some bombs over in Kyiv.
Yeah.
That was a payback.
Ukraine is putting some hurt on them boys over there. And these European Union countries and stuff and everything, are they giving these folks everything they need to win this war? They giving them stuff, all kind of weaponry.
Well,
And
you know what one of the stipulations, they named about 4 or 5 of them. Now he's supposed to have spoken to Putin for 5 hours, an hour and a half. And one of the things that he wanted is that Ukraine relinquish their weapons. You know they ain't gonna do that.
mm-mm,
They ain't gonna do that.
they're not gonna do that. He doesn't want to stop that war. All he wants to do is sit down there and act like he's gonna do anything. And he's hoping that he can get the United States on his side.
Well, he already got on his side. He
Well,
already got the United States.
Well, he hasn't completely got Donald Trump, because Donald is playing that fence right now. He playing that fence. He playing, he fall on one side, then he fall on the other side, because you don't want to make any commitment to anything. Because at first he got rid of their intelligence for Ukraine, and then when he called for a ceasefire over there and everything, he gave them the intelligence back again. But what has happened is that those European countries and stuff don't trust him anymore. So they already putting their own defense systems and stuff out there. And Germany has already committed $1 trillion to their defense program.
1 trillion.
$1 trillion. Part of the money and stuff is some debt that they're going to accumulate. So they're putting treasury notes out there for people to buy them up. To add that was going to be included into that $1 trillion. And Germany doesn't usually create debt for their country, but they're doing it this time. The United States has $135 billion contract that they're trying to enact with Canada for some jets, F-35s. Canada has already canceled that order. So they're going to buy their stuff from either France or Sweden.
Well, who had the contract? Boeing or?
They didn't say who had the contract, but they had, and they gave some excuse and stuff for not doing it, because these planes cost something like almost $1 billion or something like that, and it's costly and everything to maintain them. If anything goes wrong with them, you have to go back to the United States and that country and everything to get maintenance parts and everything and stuff for them. And they said they're not going to do that crap. They said that's too much. Well, they can go there, and France makes some jets and stuff that's just about as good as the F-35, and it doesn't create as much maintenance cost for them. And they're going to get more jets for their money. So they're using that as a preclude and everything to cancel their contract.
It's a whole lot of unnecessary BS going on.
Yes, it is. Because until that thing happened, they were going to get that order from this country, those F-35 jets.
A whole lot of BS, unnecessary.
Yep. Unnecessary stuff. Unnecessary. They're saying that they're going to think that Trump is creating and stuff, that if he keeps on with it, that these partners and stuff and everything are going to find new partners, and they are not going to come back to the United States to do anything, and they are going to let them become isolated. And that was another reason why Wall Street is pissed the hell off at the Donald about them. Got them.
And if they keep on, they're going to start kicking these major corporations out of their country.
Yeah. Well, they're already mad about it. They said we're not going to deal with them, and it's going to reach a point where they're not going to come back. They're going to be gone, and we're not going to get them back.
Because we're too fickle, bro.
Yeah.
We're too fickle.
It is. You can't keep going up and boop and boop and boop, and people are going to, these folks' country and their people depend upon being that stability. And if you don't have that stability, and another thing that it's creating and stuff and everything is that our dollar and stuff, he thinks that if he devalues United States dollar, that by it being the value of it going down, that means that the cost and stuff of us getting goods and stuff people are going to start bringing stuff here to the United States, and that's how we're going to get the better deal. But he doesn't realize and stuff that when you devaluate that dollar and stuff and everything, because it is based upon the good faith and trust and stuff of our country, and when they lose that good faith and trust, he is not going to get that the cost of that dollar back up again after he figures that he can get our goods and stuff to be cheaper and stuff out in the market. That's what he's hoping. But it's not working out that way. Anyway, Ted, final word.
We're in 3 wars. That's what we're in. So we're doing what we do. I don't know how much we're gonna be protected from those so many enemies, because when you cutting FBI, CIA, security forces, I mean, you can depend on technology if you want to, but you need people, smart people. So
Elon built up Tesla. Built it up. He has plants in Europe. He had a plant in China. And I think he had a plant someplace in Latin America somewhere. He had a plant. Now, the cars and stuff that he built were electric cars, and they were okay. But they had problems. But because he did a hell of a marketing job with the Teslas and everything, that people overlooked those small faults and stuff in his vehicles. Well, while he was doing that, there were 2 electric car companies in China who were building electric cars that were better than Tesla. And now that the world has said they're not going to buy any more Teslas, they open up their market in Europe.
one of those companies is BYD.
Right. That's one of them. Said their cars and stuff is excellent. They don't have them problems that the Tesla cars does. They have those modern batteries and stuff and everything in those cars and stuff that's going to last for at least 4 or 5 years. Whereas the batteries that comes in the Tesla cars and stuff is only good for 2 years.
And they raised their market value up to $160 billion.
Yeah. And they supposed to have some good cars, and now they're getting that market share that Tesla had. And with their cars and stuff being a heck of a lot better than Tesla, Elon ain't gonna get that market back. He might well close them plants down in China and then close them plants down in Europe, because he's done. His goose has been cooked. So
his revenge plan is over. He don't know it yet, but it's over.
It is. It is.
He got that SpaceX, and he got that going for him.
Right, but he's got enough money where he's gonna still be comfortable and stuff on it. But I don't know if
ain't no question about that, man. That ain't no issue.
If he's gonna hold that thing as the richest man in the world title. I don't know.
No, he done lost that. He done lost that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out, that these folks and stuff who turning in their Teslas and stuff, you better turn them babies in, because they're gonna be useless.
Ain't nobody even gonna buy them from you.
Ain't nobody go buy them from you. They take them to the car dealers and they just sit there on the lot and nobody wants them.
People putting signs on their car. I bought this car before. Months went crazy. They putting emblems on there like it's some kind of other car. They'll put emblems on different other cars.
This poor Elon, he done stretched himself out a little bit.
I don't feel sorry for him.
He done put himself out there a little bit too much. He done put too many eggs in that one basket. He done put them baskets in there with Trump.
Oh, but he's
Anyway,
genius,
people.
though. He's
Anyway,
genius,
people.
bro.
Anyway, people. We're gonna be here tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some good news instead of all this bad stuff. I don't know though. With Trump, you never can tell. And like I said before, you can't have 4 or 5 battles going on at one time. Pick your fights. And Trump ain't picking fights right. He's all over the place. You can't keep too many battles going on because you're gonna lose them all. So we'll see. Anyway, tomorrow, people. Bye bye.